All right, today's the day. Today's the day you go to the airport with your dog and you're gonna fly to Thailand and start the new chapter in your life. You spent a lot of time and money preparing for this move. Maybe you sold a home, maybe you had to sell some belongings. You've done a lot of paperwork to get your visa and take care of other arrangements when you actually end up in Thailand, and you're bringing your dog with you. But what happens if you make a mistake or you miss something? In this video, I'm going to do what I can to help show you the things that I've done to help prepare for my move to Thailand with my dog, and hopefully this will give you some help in preparing for your trip as well. I'm going to cover things like vaccination requirements, microchip requirements, how to get your USDA certificate, and then how to get your permit for entry once you get into Thailand. Alright, this first section I want to talk to you about is regarding vaccinations. The first one your dog will need will be rabies. The second one will be canine distemper. Third one is canine hepatitis. The fourth one is canine parvovirus. Now keep in mind those three may all be combined together as one cocktail. And then the last one is the leptospirosis. That one also could be included in that as well. But you do need to make sure your documentation shows all 5 of those are included. And one little tip too is make sure that your vaccination records has your name that matches your passport. All right, a couple quick notes regarding those vaccinations. First one is you have to make sure all of those vaccinations are done at least 21 days before your departure, but no more than 1 year. So make sure your medical records reflect that information. Secondly, the Thailand import regulations do state that your dog has to be treated for external and internal parasites at least 7 days prior to departure. Those must be shown on the USDA certification that you have. The second item you need to take care of is make sure your dog has a microchip. It is required and they must have one, and it must be ISO compliant. I'll include the codes on the screen so you can make sure that those are accurate. The second part is that you have to make sure that any rabies vaccinations or any other vaccinations you do must be done after you apply the microchip, because the microchip information must reflect that information. The next thing you'll want to do is make sure you take your dog to a USDA certified veterinarian for their health examination. This has to be done within 10 days before your departure, and they must issue you an international health certificate in order to fly. This certificate cannot be electronic. It must be printed out, stamped or embossed, and a wet signature from the veterinarian. You must have that, otherwise you could be denied entry into Thailand. Okay, the last thing you need to do is get your entry permit. In order to get that, you need to email the animal quarantine system at Suvarnabhumi Airport 7 to 10 days before your departure. In that email, make sure you include a copy of your passport, a copy of your dog's vaccination records, a photo of your dog, and your flight itinerary. All that information needs to be included so when you arrive, it matches what you've done. All right, before I let you go, I'm going to give you a couple extra quick tips just to make your trip a little bit easier. The first one is call the airline directly. Let them know you're traveling with the dog, and they'll let you know if they have space available, and they'll let you know what itineraries work best for that situation, and then they'll take care of your flights at the same time. Don't try to do everything online through an online agency, because traveling with a dog definitely requires different steps. All right, tip number 2, make sure you have an IATA crate for your dog. It must be large enough for them to stand, turn around, lay down comfortably, and must also have some spots for you to put some water. As for the water, I'd recommend just freezing something and then putting that in there and letting that melt slowly so they have water for a little bit longer. They're going to be in that crate for the entirety of the trip. They don't get to get out and go for a walk during the layover. They will be in that crate, so make sure they're comfortable. Put some puppy pads down in case they have an accident, but most dogs are able to last the full trip. All right, last tip, and this one's probably the most important, is airlines do have heat regulations. If it's too hot, they won't let the dog on the flight, meaning you could be sitting there on the tarmac in your seat ready to go, and then if it's too hot, they won't load your dog, which means you're taking off and your dog is staying behind. So in order to avoid that, I recommend doing an early flight or a late night flight. All right, hopefully these tips have helped out. I hope you have a safe trip with your dog and you enjoy your next chapter in Thailand. If you have any questions or if you'd like to share your story, please put them in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe for other videos. Thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye.